Hello again, traders. Right, this is a response to NL on Twitter, who asked what seemed to me initially to be a really straightforward question relating to two of these charts I was looking at or posted on Twitter, two of many today, based on big weekly bars, weekly candle closes, so sort of a weekend homework project. When you see these, then effectively what I'm looking for into supply and demand, what I'm looking for is a quick reversal. This is a 3-candle reversal, although the Aaron's alert has not triggered yet. You can see the line there. That's the penultimate low, that's the ultimate low, that's the reversal candle. It's a trend reversal. Or even if you counted this one, because all of these candles are inside that bar there, it would still be a close above that level. As you can see, the grey line denotes the close. All of these lows are inside this particular one here. That's our lowest low, that's our penultimate low. So we've actually done two big closes through recent resistance levels, the highs of this candle and the highs of that candle. So what I would expect based on a 3CR reversal, or 3-candle reversal should I say, is a pullback. So I'll probably stay up late tonight during the Asian session, see what happens. If we get a gap down, then they tend to fill the gap, and that means the pullback may well have been over. If we get a push further up, then it doesn't mean the pullback has happened and it's all over. It just means they might just be pushing it into more sellers, and then I would still be looking for a 5-minute, 15-minute 3CR, say for example, and a potential reversal, because breaking through huge levels of resistance in an up move tends to create retests, and I would expect this sort of supply and demand area here, this flip zone, to get tested. So that in itself is a fair way. These weekly candles, they're big, so from that level there down to that level there is 84 pips. So nothing to be sneezed at, or 90 pips thereabouts. So there's a lot of room to the downside there. So let's have a look at, so in answer to the question, NL, we need to look at the higher time frames to decide what this is going to do. Under normal circumstances, a 3-candle reversal means a break of the downtrend and a potential continuation of the uptrend. Now, easy way to see this is to go on to the higher time frames, and we can see this is actually a downtrend, high, low, lower, high, lower, low, and this is a small uptrend against, or a small pullback should I say, against this downtrend. Problem is, we also have to look at the fact that this is bouncing off of this huge area of supply, and then we also have to think about the fact that this is a 2B reversal. Easy to see what's going on there. So this is the low, the green one actually, by the looks of it. That's the poke bar. That's your level that you need to break and close above, and then potentially we could sort of, after a pullback, potentially continue on up to that target level up there. So you're probably going bonkers thinking, well, this is crazy, I've got so many options, what the hell do I do? Well, that's back to the lower chart, or the weekly chart should I say. Whoops. When you're ready, back to the weekly chart. I only posted this because that strategy is to pop down back to that level there. That's all I'm interested in. So because I'm a short-term scalper, so that's the short answer to your question. The other thing the reason I made this video was, if this was a 3CR here, then I'd expect to be taking it to there. On the monthly, if we had a 3-candle reversal, let's clear all this down again. I know it's a lot to take in, but try to remember the short answer is all I'm interested in is that pullback on that weekly candle. That's all I'm interested in, me personally. But the proper answer for long-term analysis is that this sorry, I'm just trying to get my little script that grabs the top of the candle. That there is the new 3CR high, and as you can see, we've attacked that. I'm not sure whether we closed above it, actually, didn't check that. The high, well, it says here 171, my eyes, 171285 is that yellow high, and this one closed 171, sorry, we're not getting the close on that, are we? Closed 171169, 125, 1169, yeah, so the high is higher. We've closed below it, we haven't closed through it, although if it gaps through it, then on Monday morning, in about 12 hours time, thereabouts, then I would expect this, that I would count that as a 3CR up, the pullback, and I would consider that to be a confirmation to continue up higher and ultimately into this sort of supply and demand area here, that flip zone there, and then to the high and so on and so forth until it gets right up there. So that's, you know, what you're looking at longer term. But the answer, short answer to your question, as I keep saying, is all I'm interested with these big candles is to watch that Asian Open at 10 o'clock, or later on if you wake up at, you know, the normal UK hour, 6 or 7 in the morning, the pump up might have happened that I talked about, and then we may well be on a reversal, or it could have gone sideways and they might have been waiting till the European news that we know that's going to happen tomorrow, Euro US dollar news I mean, at 8:30 on Monday morning. So there's so many of these parameters, but as I say, the quick answer to your question is I want to get that weekly candle reversal. As I say, if this had been a, you know, this was a, well, it would be a totally different thing, a 3CR, shallow 3CR, as opposed to a unshallow 3CR. So do you understand what I'm saying there? That's another permutation and another thing I've made a video about. This is an unshallow 3 candle reversal. In other words, it is the opposite to what we want to see as the perfect 3 candle reversal. I haven't got a good example of a perfect one here. Let's see if we can find one. Yeah, I would have grabbed that, but it's not really because of these long wicks, because the stop needs to be effectively above these. You can see what I mean. If that had closed here and it was a 3 candle reversal, then the stop's down somewhere around here, not necessarily below, because we just need to look on the lower time frame to see where there's a congestion area and put our stop safely below that. But if the stop had been, if the 3CR had been here, we wouldn't have been looking for a pullback necessarily, because the likelihood of a sensible sized pullback would have been less, of course, according to the rules. So 3CRs are quite straightforward when you understand what we're looking at. Big candle, expect a pullback. Short candle, expect a tiny pullback, and then potentially a great trade. If this pulled back here, the stop would still have to be down here. It's a nightmare. Okay. The other chart I posted in that particular thread you answered to was dollar CAD. Same thing. Straight into sellers, supply. Big candle, not small. That's a small 3CR. That's a brilliant one there. Look, thank goodness we looked at this. So there you go. Small 3CR, tiny pullback, huge move. Big 3CR, expect possibly a bigger pullback, but don't bank on it. Just take what the charts will give you. I prefer not to see a big wick like that, because it could well be that the sellers have done their bit, the buyers have overwhelmed them, which is why the price stopped, and it could continue. That's what, you know, these are all the subtle differences that you have to learn about by watching the charts. But it's easy. Big candle, expect a pullback. Small candle, don't try and trade the pullback. Try and get in on the up move. So, and that's exactly what I mean about a continuation. You know, this is a fantastic reversal for long. This is a fantastic looking potential chart for shorts. Not looked at the monthly, but the monthly looks good actually to the long side. That would be, we should sort of count that or that, it doesn't matter, as the 2B reversal to the downside. Sorry, I've got a bit carried away with this video, but I'm not going to redo it now. But that could be a 2B reversal. Say for example there, the break and close above this one, although we ideally don't want to be trading into these, so let's have a break and close above these two highs here, and then a potential pullback and a new target there. And once again, this then becomes part of another 2B reversal going on there. So a break and close above that high would be potential for attacking this lot here. So I know there's a lot to take in here, guys, but seeing that three candle reversal there, as opposed to what we've got over here, which is a deep one, unshallow, long, whatever, shallow, and up it goes. So we've had a good couple of examples there, so hopefully that answers your question. This is what I'm looking at. I'm still looking for the short on this particular bar here as a scalper, but long term you can see what's going on here. Huge, great big three candle reversals with an uptrend going on there. I didn't actually fill that in either. We've got an uptrend. Once you look at your line chart, you can clearly see that low, low, high, high, low, high, high. Old support, resistance rather, not true resistance. True resistance is over this side, but it is still sellers that have been overwhelmed by buyers. Old resistance acting as support, and up it goes. That's your trend. That's swing 1, swing 2, swing 3, sideways for a little bit, that's swing 4, up she goes, swing 5. Okay, thanks for watching. So once again, then you move on to the higher time frame. Just worth mentioning. This is swing 1, break above there, pull back, swing 2, swing 3 is likely to test it, swing 4, and then continuation up to there. So you could actually count that as swing 1, 2, 3, break, pull back, which is 4, bit of sideways here, swing 5, which would confirm what we're expecting to happen based on that weekly chart, which is potentially a bit of a pullback going on here, because we can clearly see this has broken this congestion area here. So once again, even more of a reason to suspect, not guaranteed, it may well pull back. So sorry I've digressed and gone on a bit longer than I expected to, but hopefully I've covered a lot of your questions. And thanks for watching.